All right, sorry about that, y'all. The au- audio went out, so I had to fix that. All right. So let's get back to where we left off. Okay. The most important thing, like I said, what you want to do is you want to format your hard drive, right? So I got a couple of things on this hard drive right now, and I really don't need them because majority of these are all I already have them already. So I don't really need anything on this hard drive. And just remember, anything that's on your hard drive, be prepared to lose, because when you format this hard drive, you're going to lose everything. So, and you have to do this on a Windows PC. You can't do this on a Chromebook. You can't do this on a Mac because it just will not work. So, the first thing that you want to do is you want to right-click on your hard drive, and when you right-click on your hard drive, this will pop up. Now, I'm using Windows 11, but it will be the same thing. You want to go into the properties of your hard drive. Also, if you're doing this on a laptop and you don't have that right and left button at the bottom of it, I think 2 fingers pressing down on the touchpad will bring this up. So we want to go to properties. Oh no, before we go to properties, right click on it and you want to go to format. So and you want to change this to NTFS. That's what you want to change it to. This is a very important step, because if you do not change this to NTFS, this will not work. Now, it's going to show the capacity of your hard drive. Hold up. It's going to show the capacity of your hard drive, which if you have like a 4 terabyte or 8 terabyte, it's not going to use all of that because some of the system stuff is using that. Now, you can go down here and you can change the name of it. Now, my name is Volume. I'm going to change mine to what am I going to change it to? I'll change it to Retro. Alright. So, depending on how large your hard drive is how long it's going to take to format. Now, you can use this option down here where it says quick format. That will be the easiest way to do that. Alright. So, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and hit start. And that's going to start the format. Now, this is going to give you a warning. Everything that's on there is going to be erased. So, like I said, if you're going to erase everything on there, make sure you back up anything that's on that hard drive that's important to you, because at this point, if you're not like me, a computer tech, you will not be able to retrieve anything that you have deleted. So we're just going to go ahead and press OK for the formatting. Let it format. Okay. Cool. Now that we have the hard drive formatted, remember I had some ROMs in there. There's nothing in here now, right? Because I formatted. So while we're here, let's take this step and let's make some folders, right? Right click on there. Like I said, I'm using Windows 10, but I'm using a laptop. So if you take 2 fingers and you press it down on your touchpad, you will get this option. So you want to create a new folder. I'm going to call this folder Games. Alright. Okay, so create your folder, Games. And inside of Games, we're going to make a couple of other folders. Now, depending on what folder that you make is the system that you want to run, right? So for me, I have all of them, so it really doesn't matter. But for this internet purpose, I'm going to make a folder called Dreamcast. Okay. I'll make another folder called Nintendo. I'll make another folder called Sega CD. Alright, so this is very important. If you're going to emulate or your backups for your Sega CD or your Sega Dreamcast, depending on what software that you use, you're going to need BIOS. And BIOS is the software that boots the machine up. So, you know, when you boot your Dreamcast up, you'll see the white screen with the little orange circle. Or the Sega CD where you'll see the little space in the background and Sega CD is just twirling around. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to go inside of the Dreamcast folder if you want to do Dreamcast games. And what you're going to do is create a new folder, and we're going to call this one BIOS. Okay, and then with inside this folder, we're going to create another folder called Games. Okay, now just back out, and if you're doing Sega CD, you're also going to go inside of that folder, and you're going to create a folder and call this one BIOS. Okay, and then you're going to create another folder called Games. Okay, so BIOS files are particularly used on consoles that use CD-ROMs or optical drives, like your Dreamcast, your Sega CDs, your Panasonic 3DOs, those. Okay. Now that we have all of that done, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and back out totally. Let's go to my PC. And for this step, you're going to right click on it again, and we're going to go into the properties. Once you go into the properties, you want to go into security. Now, for this step, I have to watch this YouTube video because I'm not sure of all the steps. So I know you go into security. I think you go into advanced. Let me go. Hold on. Let me just do this. That. So I'm following this tutorial that I found online. Okay. Yep, I knew it. Alright, so security. Go to properties, security, which you clicked on, and then we're going to go to advanced. And what else did he say? I'm going to go to add. Select a principal, which is up here. Advanced. Find now, which is right here. And from the bottom, all application packages. Now what you want to do is you can extend this so you can see the whole name of it right here. This little tab right here, if you left click on it and move it back and forth, you can extend it. Alright, so he said to go to all packages, all application packages. Double click on that and we're going to choose OK. Now one video that I saw, he hit this one to apply to only permission to objects and other, so he hit this one, but on this tutorial he didn't do it and it still worked. So let's see what he says. Okay. 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 Now, that's that button right here at the bottom. You just click that and press OK, I believe. This is going to pop up and you're just going to hit yes. Continue. Okay. Now, back to this. And click OK. Now, before we even get into the Xbox portion of this, this is a very important step that I did not see in any of these videos that I watched. Right? Hold up. I didn't see this step done nowhere on none of these videos. Okay, so what happens is when you load RetroArch and Flycast, which Flycast is just a single emulator that runs Dreamcast games. RetroArch will run everything. RetroArch is running the arcade games, it's running the Sega Genesis games, the PlayStation games. That one is running everything. But Flycaster is a emulator that just runs it only runs Dreamcast. So what I ran into is when I installed that software, because I do have the Xbox Series X and I do have the S. It's already installed on my X. What I'm installing it right now is on my X, and it looks like it already installed it because I had the app already installed on my X. So what happens is that when you install it and you can't, it'll say something like you can't run it. That's because you have too many Windows devices that are allowed to download from the Microsoft Store. And that's the problem that I ran into. And if you get this error, you would have to do this step. That's why I'm doing this step before we go on to the Xbox side. Because if you have things like a whole rack of Xbox 360s, maybe you have some Surface tablets, or maybe you have a whole bunch of phones. Well, if you have over 10 devices, you won't be able to load this. The software will not be able to load because it gives you an error message that's saying that you can't load the software, right? If you had the dev kit, if you paid $20 for that, then you wouldn't have had no problem with that. Now, this is totally free, right? Like I said before. But if you had the dev kit, it's the same thing. You pay $20 for it. You can download it like this. But this one, you can play in retail mode. Dev is a developing kit on the Xbox Series X all the way up to the OG that allow you to install software to test on it. And that does it in dev mode, not in retail mode. We're doing everything in retail mode. That's why this is 100% free. And it won't do anything to your Xbox. So, let's go here. And this is something that they did not share in this tutorial, in any of these tutorials. So what you want to do is, if you have more than 10 Xbox or Microsoft devices, like I said, you will not be able to load their software. If you run into this problem, this is what you have to do. You're going to have to go to accounts. You have to go to accounts.microsoft.com/devices. So that's where you're going to have to go. You're going to have to go here. So you're going to go all the way down and you're going to go to Microsoft Store Device Management. Like I said, if you have more than 10 devices, this is not going to work. So you're going to have to go to this website and you're going to, it's Microsoft.com devices. And then you're going to have to scroll all the way down to where you see Microsoft Store Device Management. Click on Manage. And if you have more than 10 devices, then you're going to have to unlink some of this stuff. So I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got exactly 10 because I had to delete some stuff, right? So do that and make sure that you only have 10 devices. Like I said, if you have more than 10 devices, this is not going to work. It will work once you start unlinking some of your devices. So now that we have that done, I'll give it time for y'all to catch up. All right. Now we're going to go ahead over to so while y'all doing that, if you are lucky to have some games, you can go ahead and put them on your drive. So let's see. Let's go. I'm gonna go inside my drive where I keep all my games at. And let's load some Dreamcast games. I hope this still works. That little clip thing that you can do with Microsoft. Okay. Boom. Alright. So I'm going to load up some stuff. Let's see. I'll copy that. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'll load up Marvel loaded Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh, hold on. Okay, let me go inside my Dreamcast. And like I said, if you are a Dreamcast fan and you are a PlayStation fan, you have a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 5, we are raffling off my review copy of Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok, on the PlayStation 4 or 5. So if you donate to the Gamer Show tonight and get your ticket, it's only $5. You will get these two games and the BIOS needed to run the Dreamcast emulator. Now, let's do one more. Let's see, 2K. And ready to rumble. Okay, let's do Ready to Rumble 2. Okay, paste. Okay. And let's go back. Let's head back. Let me put these BIOS in here. It is which one is it? Where the hell did I put it? Oh man. Where did I put it? I'm looking for the boot. Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me go get my other drive. Alright, I am back. I tried to find that boot file for Dreamcast. I don't know where it is, but I do have a backup of it. And it's on this flash drive. So that is the boot drive needed. Alright. So now that I got that on there, let's do I don't want to do Nintendo for reasons. Let me make another folder called Arcade. Yeah, this probably take forever because it's such a large file. Let me see. I wish I knew the Mortal Kombat one. Hopefully I can find that Mortal Kombat. I don't know which one it is. Let me try another. I don't want to do GameCube on here either. Let's do. Let's do this one. Copy. Let's make another folder. I'll call this one Sega 32X. Okay. And let's do I know that file extension for The Simpsons? Alright, at this point I'm just trying to find some games to transfer over. So we can test them out. Oh, maybe Ultimate Mortal Kombat. I don't know if this one is it or not. Oh, maybe this is it. Alright. So I'll go ahead and get out of that. And we are done with formatting the hard drive and putting your games on it. Right? So let's go ahead and eject that. I don't know why it won't let me eject that. Alright, so at this time we're gonna eject this, or take this out. Alright, now that you've done all of that, now we're going to head over to your Xbox. We uninstalled that. Now we're going to head over to your Xbox. Alright. Now what you're going to do is, of course, you're going to plug that hard drive up into your Xbox. And when it boots up, you're going to use for media. You don't want to format and storage this device. You want to use it for media. So use it for media. Alright. So now, to show y'all that this works, I'm gonna go ahead and play a Dreamcast game, right? But I'm gonna go through the steps and show you how to load this software on. So like I said, I already have this on my Xbox Series X, so it automatically downloaded to my Xbox Series S. So I'm gonna go into Flycast. Open that up. No, let's do this. Go home. Alright. So in order to download these two softwares, which I want y'all to download, I want y'all to download RetroArch and I want you to download Flycast. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your Microsoft Edge web browser, and once that load up, you want to start typing in Gamer 13, and this should automatically populate into your address bar. Okay, so it's Gamer 13 GitHub.io. So it's not ER, it's GAMR 13.github.io. Now, what you want to do is you want to download this application. So you want to go down here, you want to click download application. This is going to pop up and you're going to say open. It's going to bring you to the Microsoft Store, and as you can see, mine is already installed, right? So you want to go ahead and install that application on your Xbox, right? Once you do that, and if it's not installed, and this is why, and you should know this, go to your home page, press the Microsoft button. You want to go to games and apps, and then you want to go to see all, and then you want to go down to your queue. You go down to your queue, open up your queue. Well, if you got a whole lot of crap downloading in the back of your queue, that's why it's not downloading. So what you want to do is, for instance, if I want this Microsoft update to do it, you press the button that got the 3 lines on it, and then you just go down to update now. And see how it was in the queue? It's about to start downloading. Hopefully. Well, there you go. Okay. So once you got that, you want to open up that App Store app that you just downloaded. It's going to look just like this. Now, the apps that he has available to download. Oh wow, this is updated. So I don't know what that's about. The remake. The 2 softwares that you want to download is Flycast, and you want to download RetroArch. Right? So once you have downloaded Flycast and you have downloaded RetroArch, this is some crap. I'm going to tell you now, because some games run on here, not all games. But RetroArch will run all your games just fine. This one is a pain in that butt. So, but still download it, because if you can't get this one to work, you should be able to get that one to work, no problem. So once you have downloaded Flycaster and RetroArch, you want to go ahead back to your dashboard, and let's open up Flycaster so I can show y'all that this emulator works. Okay, so when you're at this screen, you're gonna be like, what's going on? What's going on? Press the directional pad button up, and as long as you can go between load and settings, then you're fine. What you want to do is you want to go to settings first, and this is a big deal right now. Oh, let me go back. Now, the only thing that you have at the beginning is BIOS, right? So if I click on BIOS, nothing happens. This is what happens, right? This is going to happen as well as if you don't format this hard drive correctly, and you go inside the RetroArch and try to download the game. So the easiest thing to do is you're going to press the back button, the B button, and then you're able to access these 2 options up there. You're going to press the A button, and then you're going to come. Let's go to video first. What you're going to do in transparent sorting, go to per pixel. Make sure that that's clicked. You want to press done. After that, I'm sorry, you want to, after you go to video, you want to go to controls. Now you want to go all the way down to device 8. Now you can play up to 4 players just like you can on the real Dreamcast. What you want to do is you want to either get a VMU or you want a rumble pack. Now, oh, and I spelled Sega wrong. It's S-A-G-E. I mean, it's S-G-S-E-G-A. I spelled it S-A-G-E. I'm sorry. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and click on here, get that drop down box. Now you can choose between a VMU, you can choose between this rumble pack, or you can choose between a microphone. Now the only time that I know that the microphone will work is when you're playing that game called Seaman, but you have 2 slots. So choose accordingly, whichever one you want. You want 2 VMUs on your Dreamcast, or you want 1? All right. So we're going to go back up to general. Now this is another thing that that kind of behooved me, and I could not get it right. Now yours is not going to look like this. It's going to say something else. But you want to go down here and click this tab, and go all the way down here to it says add. Don't delete anything yet. You want to make sure that let's just get rid of one of them. Let's get rid of Dreamcast games, right? That's because all that stuff is downloading in the background. So what you want to do is you want to go to add, right? And take the directional pad down, press A, and you're up here with this use directory. So what you're going to do is, I think you press A, and then you keep hitting A, and you see how it's going back like that. Everything is disappearing. What you're going to have to do, in your case, you're going to have to find the hard drive that you just plugged up into your Xbox. Now it's not C, because C is the hard drive that's inside the Xbox. Let's try D. Now D is the drive that we're looking for, because on the root of the hard drive I just put in games, right? So we know that this is the one that we're looking for. So what I'm going to do is go down here to games, and you want to put your directory where your Dreamcast games is. So my directory is games, Dreamcast, and games. And see how all of mine come up right here? Now what you want to do is you want to go back, press B, and then save select current directory. Boom. Now you go back down here. Now you can delete that other directory that was in here. Now I'm going to delete this one that just says BIOS, because I know it's not correct. So now in this one on Flycast, you want to put the BIOS in here. Now you hit add again. You want to go down here till you got that box highlighted in blue. Press A. You want to go to the parent directory. You want to keep pressing that until you get to a place where your BIOS is at. You just want to click that folder. Then you want to press B, and that gets you highlighted that box. Now you want to go down here to select current directory. You want to press that. Boom. Go back up here. Press B again. Go back up here. Done. Now see how I have my BIOS, and then I have the games, right? So let me show you that this works. You want to go down here where you got the box highlighted, and you want to, let's start off with Dreamcast BIOS. We're going to click that and see what happens. Now, y'all remember that? Now, the VMU. What's in here in the VMU? Oh, I got stuff in here already. So, how do you load a game? Well, make sure that you're on the play, and what you're going to do is you're going to press the back button. I mean the button that's beside the back button on the left hand side on your Xbox controller. Press that, and you want to go to eject disk, right? Then you want to hit that button again on the left hand side of your Xbox controller. You want to go to insert disk, and from here you're presented with this box again. You press A so you can navigate through this menu, and let's go to Capcom versus Marvel versus Capcom 2. Once you're there, you see the little thing dangling back and forth. You want to press play again, just like you were on the original Dreamcast. Now I do have these games, and these are legitimate backups for me. Now and we're going to play. And see, it runs kind of sluggish on this for some reason. I guess at the beginning. But let's play and see. What up, Joe? Okay, so this is the Dreamcast Flycast emulator running on Crazy Taxi. Yeah, come. So, like I said, man, if you are a fan of Dreamcast and you have a PlayStation, what we're doing is we're raffling off a copy of God of War Ragnarok. And if you get your ticket by donating $5 to the Gamer Show, if you do it tonight, you will get this, and you will get Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and the BIOS needed to run these games, and your raffle ticket for God of War. All right, so that's Marvel vs. Capcom. And if you want to play another game, say like if you're playing a Resident Evil game and it's asking you to insert a disc, right? What you're going to do is you're going to press that button on the Xbox controller on the left hand side, and you're going to hit eject. All right, hit the button again, insert disc, hit your A button so you can navigate through this menu, and choose the second disc. Okay, bam. Hit play. And I don't know if y'all can hear the audio because I turned the audio down. But there's audio.
Is tingling.
Ready, fight!
Alright, we have enough of that. So let me try one more game, right? I'm gonna eject this. And I'm doing this on purpose because I'm showing y'all how horrible that this game runs with this emulator. So we're going to eject that one, and we're going to go to Ready to Rumble. Now, Ready to Rumble 2 works good with this emulator, but Ready to Rumble, the regular one, does not work at all. But it works with RetroArch. And it stutters. As soon as you press a button, the joint be like, let's get ready to rup. If you press the buttons. I mean, it's just crazy. Oh, you can't hear it because I don't have the audio turned on. Let me see if I can turn the audio. I'm going to turn the audio on so you can hear it. Oh, but hopefully you can hear it through my microphone. And watch when I press a button. The music automatically stops. So, let's just get out of here, man. And it's going crazy. We're going to quit that. Alright, so you've downloaded RetroArch and you've downloaded Flycaster. You want to go inside of RetroArch. Launch that. Now, there's a couple of things that you have to do before you can get this thing to work. and I'm going to have to watch that video. I know the one thing that you have to do is you have to update. Let's see. Okay. All right, I'm just looking at the video. Okay, so from here you scroll down to online updater, and what else do you do? Update the assets, which is here. You click on that. You wait for that to do what it do. Alright, once that's done, it's just taking a minute for it to do it. Make sure it didn't freeze up. Let's cancel all of this. Relaunch it. Okay, now he said to go to online updater, do the assets. And the font and stuff is going to change. So while we're waiting for that to, because it's going to zip it and unzip it, so we have to wait for that to happen. It may do it faster on yours, I'm not sure, but the font is going to change. And he said update the core files. Hold on, let me go. I think I know why it's not. Let me pause all these downloads. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I got all that crap downloading in the background. Alright, so I updated the assets, I updated the core files. Let me just do that again. And what else is he saying? Update the controller profiles. Click on that. And what else? Next, you're going to head to Core System Downloader. Or Core Downloader. No, Core System Downloader. Okay. And what are we doing here? You're going to download Dolphin. Okay. Okay, gonna go back to the main. We're gonna go back to the main menu and go over to settings. Okay. Okay. Go all the way down to the bottom to directory, as he's saying. Click on that. Alright. Okay. So he's saying go down here to configs. Press that. Oh, I'm sorry. And then you'll be at this junction. He said go all the way down to the bottom. Click that, and then now he said go down to the config folder. And use this directory. Okay. Core info. And let me see what he said because it went past real fast. Go all the way down to Q. Set that one, and what is he saying? Go down here, my info. Hold on, let me check. Info. Use this directory. Okay. Database. Also, so he's saying, well, all of this, use this directory. Hold up. Let me see what he says in database. Alright, it went so fast. This one is tricky because the video is going so fast that I can't see what option he used. So database. Damn it. The video just goes past so fast. This is the tricky one, man, because I'm looking at his video, and this part, it just goes past so fast that I can't see what he's saying. I can't see what the next one that he clicked on. database. I think info, use this directory. Database, that one, info, use this directory. Alright, hopefully that's right, man. Okay, go back. Now this last step, I'm not sure if that's going to work, man, because the video went just past so fast that I couldn't decipher where he went, and I may have just messed something up. I don't know, but hopefully this will work. All right. Okay. So we go back, go to settings. Okay, we're going to go to input, and then we're going to set up hotkey toggle. Hotkeys. I'm gonna look at the chat in a minute because I know somebody just left a message. Menu toggle control combo. Okay. And I think he chose L3 and R3. So you want to do that one, and that's pressing in both of the thumbstick buttons. So that'll bring you back into the retro arch menu so you can mess with the settings. Now the frame counter I'm not going to turn on. Alright, go all the way back to the main menu. Configuration file. Save current configurations. Save that. And he said back up once, and he's going to quit RetroArch. Now that that's done, let's see if, okay, let me check the chat real quick. Now let's load up RetroArch again, and we're going to go to load content. And it should be, depending on if you have a lot of hard drives installed on your system, you have to find out where your drive is that you have your game stored. So I think it's D. That's it. Let's go to games. Let's go to 32X. Let's go to Doom, Bam! It's working, baby. There you go. There you go. And let's... Oh. You use a thumbstick. Oh, let's go back to Retro Arch. The thumbsticks. Close content. Let's load content. The games. Let's go to arcade. Alright, now you just got to... Okay, so let me not get ahead of you. So I'm going to go load content. I'm going to D because that's the drive that I have all the games on. I'm going to navigate to where my games that I want. Now I'm going to browse archive, and I don't know which one of these will work, but let me see. Suggested cores. I don't see the MAME on here. So let's do this. Because I want to download load core. And the core I'm looking for is the main core. Okay. Load content. Oh, arcade. Ah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. What's happening? Okay, so let's see if let me get out of this. So what just happened there is like normally when you're playing arcade games, you press tab to configure the buttons and all of that. And what happened was, I guess I pressed the wrong button. Let me close this content. But we don't. You saw that game works. And let's load content. Let's go to Dreamcast. Games, Dreamcast, games, and Ready to Rumble was, if y'all didn't hear that glitching sound, that hopefully y'all can hear it, because it was unplayable. Yep, this is working. This is working, baby. Alright, we're going to play one round because I got to take the dogs out. let's quit that. So do I have any? No, I didn't load anything else. So main menu. Let's quit Retro Watch. Back on the Xbox menu. Alright. So I told y'all that this would work. You can play retro games on your Xbox. This is free. The software is free to download, free of charge. It does not void your warranty for your Xbox. Now, if you're playing this on older hardware like the Xbox One, it may run a little sluggish. So, but other than that, man, this thing runs real good. Really, 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 really good, man. And if you're not comfortable with doing this, get somebody else to watch this video and that can maybe do it for you. But if you have backup games that you have saved over the years, man, you can play all this stuff on your Xbox Series X or your Series S or whatever. This is on my Xbox Series S. And yeah, man, this is going to save you a lot of money. A lot of money. Because these one-up arcade systems, now I have a whole bunch of them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 6 arcade one-up cabinets, right? They're in the studio. I have 2 downstairs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have the Pac-Man, I have the Galaga, I have the Fight Night, the Mortal Kombat, Asteroids, and the Street Fighter. And then I build an arcade cabinet from Micro Center. And this will save you a lot of money. Each of those systems will cost you around $200 some odd. If you do it this way and you're able to obtain all those ROMs, man, you can have so much fun, especially when it's downtime like this, when nothing's really coming out. Man, you can play so many games, man, with this thing. So, yeah, man, I'm excited. I got it to work. Yeah, man. So it worked. I did it live. Y'all saw that it worked. So if you have any questions, just inbox me. Like I said, if you're not able to do this, if you're afraid to do it, and you want to get it done, just hit me up, man. And we'll work something out. But like I said, the deal is over now, because if you would have bought your raffle ticket, I'll see if anybody bought a raffle ticket right now. But if you got your raffle ticket for God of War, I was going to give you the BIOS to run the emulator for Dreamcast. Plus, I was going to give you Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. So that link would no longer be available after this broadcast. So, man, I hope y'all enjoyed it. And if this had done anything for you, man, I would appreciate if y'all would like and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to donate anything to the Gaming Show to keep episodes like this coming, you can do so. You can donate any amount. You can go to our Cash App, which is $THAGAMERSSHOW. That's the Game Show. It's the exact way how we spell it. And donate what you want, man. But Retro Arch running on Xbox without the the developers mode. This is running in retail mode. This is not running in developers mode, so you don't have to pay that $20. This is free of charge, other than getting you some ROMs to play your backup games. Well, I'm excited about it. I'm glad that it works. For all of you that didn't think that it was going to work, it's right there in your face. But I gotta go because I gotta take these dogs out. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all sometime next week. And don't forget, also, if you are in need of an Xbox, I do have an Xbox here that I got. You pay exactly what I paid for, but nobody's biting on it, so I'm gonna put 2 games with it. I originally paid $534.99, and that's how much I was selling it for. Xbox Series X, I was selling it for $534, and 99 cents. That's exactly what I paid for. But now I'm going to put a sweet deal on it. I'm going to give you a 1 terabyte hard drive with all the Dreamcast games on it. Plus, you will get Madden, and you will get 2K. So those 2 games aren't out right now. Madden comes out first, 2K comes out second. It will be ready to go once 2K gets here. So that's about it, man. I'm about to enjoy myself tonight, get a drink, walk the dogs. Alright, I appreciate y'all for watching. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you later. Hope this was some enlightenment to you, and hope it works for you. If you have any questions, just inbox me and we can go on the phone and walk through it together. Alright, y'all, later.